How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. ProLanv sent me this dash cam to review, and it's actually a high definition dash cam, and I'm pretty surprised by the quality. Having one on all the time is actually really good to protect yourself against insurance fraud in case someone tries to back up into you if they stop at a stoplight and then they blame you for running into them instead. If you have a dash cam running, it can protect you against instances like these. So now let me just go back and show you the unboxing and show you the actual footage from the dash cam. Here's the packaging. It's actually pretty plain. It just says dash cam over here. Nothing on this side and nothing on this side. On the left side there's just some tape marks there. On the other side there's nothing. On the back it's pretty generic. It just says what kind of processor inside, what kind of CMOS image sensor there is, what kind of screen there is. The resolution is 1080p, but we'll see about that after I do some recording. There's a viewing angle of 140 degrees, so somewhat wide but not ultra wide. It seems like they do have a US address and a Japan address, but unsure where this is made, most likely in China. So let me open this thing. Here is the camera, whole bunch of accessories and nothing else here. User guide and a FAQ over here. The camera itself, it's protected by a little piece of plastic. The little screen in back of it, it's also protected. There is a little plug over here, and it's great that it supplies two USB ports. It comes with a suction mount and two cables here, one short-ish and one pretty long-ish cable. This one is the one where they want you to use in the car. This cable is so that you can use it to plug this camera into your computer so you can read the micro SD card from this device directly. It does have a small battery inside, so I can turn it on. You can see that there's a live view to it. So over here, I'm gonna notch this into the camera, and I assume this thing mounts to your windshield, and then you pull it closed so that it'll suck onto your windshield. And over here, you can tighten it so that it won't move. Audio, video out, a microphone port, micro SD card, power in. The R over here is for reset, HDMI. At the bottom, I don't see very much. There is no focusing or anything. I assume it just focuses automatically. It's a fixed focus. Really long cable. I'm just gonna plug it in over here. Remove the little sticker thing off the suction cup. I'm gonna mount it on the right side of the rear view mirror over here. Just push it in and push the little lever in the back. I've got the memory card installed already. This thing swivels left and right, and also top and bottom. But it won't go any further like this. Assuming your cigarette lighter turns on and off with your ignition, pretend I'm just going to turn off the ignition and, you know, I'm just going to plug it in. This thing turns on by itself, and then it would start recording. Whenever your car is on, it will start recording, so you don't have to deal with turning on and off. What if you forget to start recording? You can't swivel this left and right to make the image leveled. So I might have to reposition this a little. So this screen does turn off after a few minutes. You can also turn it off by pressing the power button once. I had the chance to look at this video, and it is 1080p, 25 frames per second. I've used other dash cams before that are not high definition 1080p, and the resolution really does matter. So if you're able to get something with higher resolution, at least HD, even 4K maybe, then that will be a plus, especially for reading license plates that whenever something happens, you need the resolution to do that. You see, it just turned off by itself. And it's still recording in the back. So if I go and press it over here, you see it's still recording. Over here, it does record the audio. It has the memory card in there, and it says it's USB powered right now. There is a date stamp at which you can set. And over here it says wide dynamic range, and also you can set the exposure to be a little bit more exposed or less exposed if you want it to. Now let's go for a drive on this thing, and I'm actually quite impressed with the video quality of this thing. I took a look at some of the video already, so let's just check out what it looks like when we're driving around. I have it turned on over here. So now that I have a dash cam turned on, I can record my whereabouts as I'm driving everywhere. You guys would notice that I had a crappier dash cam that I tested out before. It was 720p and it was really grainy when I was using it. So right now this camera is actually the Canon G7X Mark II. The audio, you're hearing me on it from that one. But now I'm gonna switch over to the audio inside the dash cam because it is recording my voice right now as well as the video. So I can zoom in over here by pressing zooming in. So the thing with this is it can zoom in a bit, but then it's gonna reduce your peripheral vision. So I guess you just want to zoom in a little bit so that you don't see all the hood. Because if I'm zoomed out like this, you see everything, but then, you know, maybe like, this is 2.4x. I think 4x is the most it can do over here. I doubt it's an optical zoom inside, so it only appears bigger, but then you're losing resolution. So it might be good to just leave it completely zoomed out. I should really get my G meter and put it in now that I have a dash cam so that you can see the G-forces, because I do have one of those things that I can mount in the car along with this dash cam. So thanks for watching. If you're interested in this camera, check out my affiliate link down in the video description below. If you're interested in supporting this channel, I have an Audible link down in the video description as well, where you can get a free audiobook. I have a Patreon over here, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.